Minecraft, but my goal was to find wisdom. For there is a place for the silver whence it comes, and a place for the gold whence it is refined. For iron comes out of the earth, and brass is hewn out like stone. He has set a bound to darkness, and he searches out every limit. A stone is darkness and the shadow of death. There is a cutting off of the torrent by reason of dust. So they that forget the right way are weakened. They are removed from among men. As for the earth, out of it shall come bread. Under it has been turned up as it were fire. Her stones are the place of the sapphire, and her dust supplies man with gold. There is a path, the fowl has not known it, neither has the eye of the vulture seen it, neither have the sons of the proud trodden it. A lion has not passed upon it. He has stretched forth his hand on the sharp rock, and turned up mountains by the roots, and he has interrupted the whirlpools of rivers. And mine eye has seen every precious thing, and he has laid bare the depths of the rivers, and has brought his power to light. Find wisdom. Begin by punching a tree, I guess. And making a crafting table, of course. Wooden tools acquired. Leather and a bed acquired. I decided I wanted to move quick, so I went ahead and built a very basic house right around the bed at spawn, while also placing things wrong and making mistakes because I'm not that great at Pocket Edition yet. Hey, it's Shelter! Fixing more of my mistakes, of course. Filling in the time until it's night so I can sleep, so I think I decided to just clean up those leaves so I could use them as fuel for later. Right here, I think I'm figuring out Pocket Edition and just seeing what I'm even doing with the crafting. Yes, I need a door. I couldn't get into the door because I'm bad at Pocket Edition. Time to sleep in the first house. This was my first time with vibrant visuals, so I was pretty pleased with that morning look, and here I am doing the floors for the house. Yeah, there was a creeper explosion. They were gang stalking me in the mornings. This cave was perfectly close by, so I decided that's where I was going to begin mining. I was being super careful because I knew there would be monsters in there. Look at that drown. There are always so many creepers early game. Time for stone tools. I was only capturing highlights, so I had died in the cave, of course, and here I am trying to retrieve my items. It was a complete mess, especially with that skeleton. I could not stand that skeleton. This early game, I have a hard time dealing with them, so I was trying to block them off, and I was just trying to get my stuff. It knocked me into the water. I was so annoyed. So of course I go with 0 defense or offense to go after this skeleton, but it's such a Minecrafty moment. And of course he takes me out. Why wouldn't he? I worked too hard to not go get my stuff though. We're not supposed to take revenge, but yes, I hit that skeleton with dirt. Back to the Bible verse. Here's when bread comes out of the dust of the earth. Just kidding, but I did pick up some bread. I don't know why I'm holding a bone right here. You know, I'm just going with it. Ah yes, I needed a furnace. Time to cook. I was kind of looking around and figuring things out while the furnace was going. I decided I was going to strip mine because the cave turned out being quite small. Just gathering some resources here. I end up using that copper later, and I enjoy getting coal for making torches. I'm much more prepared when I have better tools. I always make more crafting tables on site because I don't feel like walking back to the other ones. This was before the announcement of the copper update for the fall, and I've always liked copper, but now there's even more reason to like copper. Time for lights. I place torches all around because I can't stand the monsters. This torch placement was probably excessive though. I found some turtles not too far behind the cave, and I decided to grab this sand because I enjoy making glass for my builds. I love a good glass window. I always grab a bit of sandstone too because it's just a good block. It's a good block to use if you want to make things a little fancy for cheap. This is such a noob house. I'm aware of that, and the creeper explosions in the grass in front just makes it even more noobish, but I'm kind of fine with that. I think it's funny. Windows make it a lot better. Here I go, about to change these doors out for copper doors, and once again, this was before the announcement of the copper update. I just always really liked the way these doors looked. What about you guys? I went ahead and used the trapdoors out of copper to make shutters because I like things to look pulled together. So iron doors means iron shutters for me. This was completely accidental. I was just accidentally placing the sandstones I was speaking about earlier, and then I had to clean them up. I don't know what I was doing. The mechanics with the Pocket Edition and it being so small with the phone screen is funny to me. And then there I go making a stack of furnaces. I don't know why I made a furnace stack. I think that's so funny. And I didn't know what I was doing with the lapis lazuli either. I was just trying to smelt it, but it turns out you don't smelt it to do anything with it. I don't know. I do like lapis lazuli though, and yeah, sapphire is one of the ores mentioned in Job 28. Here we go. I just had to use the crafting table, not the furnace, with my big furnace stack. I had to clean up my inventory a little bit, so there I am just shoving things right into a chest. You see this dog right here? I was so happy when I saw it and I was going to make it my dog because I had bones. And then I accidentally hit it because I did not know how to interact with it properly. And I was so sad because it started attacking me. This was all unrecorded because I didn't record every part of my gameplay. But yeah, I ended up having to kill that dog because it was attacking me because I accidentally hit it. And I was so sad. Oh, midway through recording, I considered that I should just turn off the music for copyright purposes. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. I'll have to learn about that. I don't want to accidentally take copyrighted music from Minecraft. So, I don't know. I'll have to learn the ins and outs of that. I'm one of those players of Minecraft who likes to put the garden right by the water so I don't have to get a bucket yet to create a farm. I do eventually want to do a farm with it, but yeah, I begin with putting it right over the water just for ease. And, it's still over water, so it's helpful. I really don't like dealing with monsters, so I made a crazy wall here to block off this cave and I put torches everywhere. Just working on some gardening, and I got the melon from a starter chest. I did not have cheats on, but I did have starter chest starter map on. Yeah, if you get wheat, the first thing you do is go find a cow so you can have a little cow pen. Here I go again, accidentally hitting an animal because I don't know to click the button that says feed yet. Then I decided it was time to finally get a roof on this house. Even though that's not part of like the main goal, I wanted to do a little bit of cozy building too, so the house needed to get finished. Off of the recording, there was an Enderman walking around in the house holding a block, and it was so cute. And then this wandering trader showed up, so there was an Enderman and a wandering trader at the same time, and I accidentally hit the wandering trader. You know, normally people do that on purpose, but I actually did it on accident trying to interact with him. I think it's kind of funny because then his llama started spitting at me and I was like, no, I wasn't even meaning to hit him. And then I was like, oh, should I actually hit him? No, I won't. I won't do that. I'll leave him alone. I actually kind of feel bad for the wandering traders. You're fine, my man. I'll let you be. Seriously, you can trust me. You don't have to keep an eye on me. Wait, or do you? Once again, just some cozy building. I made a little fireplace and I'm gathering some more seeds. Just little things to do. Check out this water with vibrant visuals. Isn't it really pretty? My goal was not to make a perfectly good looking house. It was just to make a decently cute one so that I could keep on moving with the day because I wanted to get this recorded and I just wanted to get it done. So I was like, okay, planks will work. I remembered my goal. I needed to get those ores. So back to my cave. And why was there a creeper up there? I don't know. So I thought, oh, let's go after the creeper just because it's all up here on its own on this little shelf. Can I reach it? Can I get the creeper? No, I couldn't. I couldn't reach it at all. But it exploded and dropped my torches. First iron of the game. Back at my furnace stack to smelt this iron. Right here, I realized I could not mine any deeper because it was full of water from that ocean being nearby. So I had to turn around entirely and restart. But whence has wisdom been discovered, and what is the place of knowledge? A mortal has not known its way, neither indeed has it been discovered among men. The depth said, it is not in me, and the sea said, it is not with me. One shall not give fine gold instead of it, neither shall silver be weighed in exchange for it, neither shall it be compared with gold of Sophir, with its precious onyx and sapphire. Gold and crystal shall not be equal to it, neither shall vessels of gold be its exchange. Coral and fine pearl shall not be mentioned, but thou esteem wisdom above the most precious things. The topaz of Ethiopia shall not be equal to it, it shall not be compared with pure gold. Whence then is wisdom found, and of what kind is the place of understanding? It has escaped the notice of every man, and he has been hidden from the birds of the sky. Destruction and death said, we have heard the report of it. This is when I decided to use that starter map that I was given and find a more main piece of land so that I can mine a little deeper. I wanted to connect the two areas, so I went ahead and built a cute little dock to put my boat at. And why not collect some sugar cane whenever you see it? Here's the other side of the dock where I ended up, and I started building another little house right near that dock. So here's my second house, and it's even smaller because I was still trying to be quite quick. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with that fireplace in there. I was just kind of going with it and seeing where my creativity would lead. Oh, yeah, a drown fought me and I got a nautilus shell too. I was doing some exploring because I like to find a good cave to do all my mining in. And if I can't find one, then I'll strip mine, but I really prefer to find a cave. All right, I ended up finding a good one and it spiraled me down to diamond level eventually. I was being super careful because I did not want to lose my items in this cave, so I was kind of shutting off sections as I went and killing monsters that came up over the sections. This happened to work in my favor because this spider got stuck right there, so I could just take care of it and get some items from it. This creeper was like, oh no, you are not going to have these sectioned walls. What are you thinking? And I have a sad little attempt to fix it, and then I just walk by to get those items. Right here, I think I thought it was a good time to turn around and then go make a shield. As you can see, I used some granite to kind of decorate the roof and give it some texture. It turned out okay with the time I had to build with. Hey, right here, a creeper blew me up right as I began recording, so I kind of like jumped forward as I was looking at this house. So I kind of turned that into a fireplace, the fire pit that I had in there, and I used some more granite to kind of give more texture and kind of more depth to the place, even though it's still just a tiny little cozy place by the water. Back to spiraling down. First bit of gold. Got to get those ores from Job 28. Right here, the gravel was totally confusing me because I was like, where did the gold go? Yeah, well, it turns out the gravel kind of covers it up until you find it once again. So I did end up getting the gold, but it was really funny because I was super confused at first. Oh yeah, right here, I was like, oh, I have enough iron to get all decked out. Awesome. And as you can see off of the recording, I made a little cave room like nearby where I was mining, and I found these diamonds and I was like, oh my goodness, yes, that was my goal. Well, actually, my goal was to find wisdom, but I did find diamonds. I did all that work and I found some diamonds. Oh, and oh, there was an Enderman right there. Got to cover that up. So I acquired all of the ores up to diamonds, but did my Minecraft experience help me find wisdom? There was a lot of work that was done. I found plenty of treasures within the earth, the overworld. I found animals. I dug in the dirt. I planted soil. I looked into the ocean. I dug into the depths of the earth. I had to turn around. I had to restart. I once died and had to reclaim my items. So what does it take to find wisdom then? Well, Elohim has well ordered the way of it, and he knows the place of it. For he surveys the whole earth under heaven, knowing the things in the earth, all that he has made, the weight of the winds, the measures of the water. When he made them, thus he saw and numbered them, and made a way for the pealing of the thunder. Then he saw it and declared it. He prepared it and traced it out. And he said to man, behold, godliness is wisdom, and to abstain from evil is understanding. And that, my friends, is how you obtain wisdom. It's not through your own efforts. It's through seeking the Most High. However, I did find all of the ores from Job 28.